Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new reading. Today, we are going to do part 3 of the NCT spouse reading. So, we are slogging our way through this type of reading for NCT. As always, I guess that's what happens when you have like a bunch of members. I will take forever. But who knows? Maybe by the end of this year, I will have finished all of NCT. Who knows? But regardless, in this reading, we are going to be doing Jaehyun, Winwin, and Jungwoo. In this spouse reading, we're going to check like what type of spouse are they going to marry, how the fans will react, what their married life will look like, if they're even thinking about marriage. Those are usually some of the questions that are in this reading. And there will be timestamps on the description below in case you want to jump in between members. If there's just someone that you're like, I just want to know about this person, then just go to the timestamps below and jump to that person. Or if not, feel free to watch the whole video. I will be eternally grateful and I hope you enjoy it. To start off, we're going to start with Jaehyun, and the first question is he thinking about marriage? Is Jaehyun thinking about marriage? You have the Ten of Swords reversed. We have the Queen of Pentacles upright. Well, the answer is still no, but I'll take both of these cards. And then we have Judgment with the Chariot, both reverse. Is Jaehyun thinking about marriage? The answer is no. However, I'm a bit conflicted because when I saw the Queen of Pentacles, it kind of felt like he may have someone he would like to marry, or he may have someone in mind. But it could be that he has someone in mind in the sense of like a type of person, but maybe he doesn't have an actual person, if that makes sense. So let's get into it. So with the Ten of Swords reverse, it kind of shows that right now Jaehyun is working a bit more on clearing his mind, trying to not be overwhelmed, trying not to be overthinking about situations in his life. It feels like he's trying to release anxiety or release some sort of stress, any mental baggage that could be holding him back. Like he's detoxifying and cleansing his mind somehow with this Ten of Swords reverse. Like he is working very hard to make sure his mind and his thoughts are not reaching to the point that it physically hurts him or affects him. So what I mean by that is like when you have a Ten of Swords upright, you have an individual that may be overthinking something or is going through this mental anguish of sorts that it starts to physically show. Maybe a distorted idea of who they are, or maybe limiting belief that is becoming a huge obstacle in their life, to the point that maybe they stop taking action towards something or they stop taking care of themselves. So this is kind of like maybe reaching like an extreme, right? But with Jaehyun, it's reverse. So I feel that he's actually working on releasing anything that was maybe a limiting belief for him, anything that was an obstacle, or anything that he started to overthink to the point that is like, why am I focusing so much energy in this? So I do feel that he could have stressed over marriage and that's why he's letting go of that, or he's not thinking about marriage because he's so busy getting rid of any other thought or idea that is just weighing him down for no reason. Now, the other card that we have right here is the Queen of Pentacles upright. So I do feel that if he doesn't have a specific person in mind, he could have an idea of what type of person he would like to marry in the future. And this Queen of Pentacles usually talks about someone that is very abundant, someone that is successful in their career, someone that has a very stable financial lifestyle, someone that is financially very stable, and put it that way. And this Queen of Pentacles talks about someone that's actually very generous. So someone that is either a gift giver or someone that loves to take care of other people by making sure that they have all the material needs provided, or someone that loves to either feed other people, someone that materially or physically likes to make sure that the people they care about, or I guess anyone, is taken care of, supported, and is not left behind. So this Queen of Pentacles kind of shows that he would like to be with someone that's very generous. He would like to be with someone that is in a very good standing financially or in their career or something that shows that this person is very stable. So it could even be their way of thinking that brings this person a lot of stability, or just someone that physically you can say they're doing well for themselves. So Because of that, they're so abundant that they're able to provide for other people, right? This Queen of Pentacles is someone that is taking care of others because they're doing well for themselves. So I do feel like he may be looking for someone like that, someone that is like a tree that is able to provide an abundant, I guess, level of fruits. I'm saying this in a metaphorical way. Someone that is abundant enough to shade people and take care of them, be some sort of home for others as well. That's the best way I can describe that energy. The other two cards that we have right here is Judgment, and the Chariot is clarifying this Judgment card. They're both reversed. So I do feel that one of the reasons why he may not be thinking about marriage is because we have this Judgment card reversed. So he may be looking for his life purpose, his inner calling is like bothering him right now. So there is a sense that right now he's going through a period in his life where he feels a bit stagnant because we have the Chariot reverse. So this kind of shows that he's not taking action. He has not really decided on a like one specific path to go towards in his life. So this card reverse kind of shows that maybe he has like paused his life a little bit, or he has stopped. So he hasn't taken action towards something in his life. And the reason why he hasn't is because of this Judgment card reversed. It seems like right now he's trying to find either a deeper meaning in his life. It could be like he has an idea of what he wants to do in his life, but he hasn't found the path to get there. That could be an option, but I don't think that's quite it for him. I think for him is he hasn't really found a sense of purpose quite yet. Like he hasn't really found like, I think he's still asking himself, what did I come here to do? What is the reason why I'm alive or something? I know that can sound a bit extreme, but what I mean by that is like, is he here to accomplish a certain goal? Is he here to help a certain type of people, or is he here to just enjoy life and experience it? Like I think he's trying to find that inner calling that's like guiding him towards his life purpose, and he is trying to figure that message out before he starts taking action towards it and finding a path and a form and a way of making that sense of purpose feel satisfied and fulfilled. So the Judgment card is Pluto energy and the Chariot is Cancer energy. So I do feel that this could be in a sense of home or a sense of belonging and also transformation. So I do feel like he's just going through a personal transformation, which could just symbolize that that's why he's not really thinking about marriage. I mean, we did see like a sense of cleansing with that Ten of Swords reverse, so that could be one of the reasons why that's happening. Regardless of the no that we got, let's just figure out, under the assumption that he gets married, this is for the shits and giggles, this is all for entertainment purposes. Let's figure out what type of partner or what type of spouse will Jaehyun like in his life. Like, what is he looking for? What does he want? So we have the oyster and the lamb, but let's see what type of partner does he actually need. We have the cobra. Oh, interesting. Okay. So the type of partner that Jaehyun will like is this lamb and oyster. So with the lamb we have earth energy, and with the oyster we have water energy. So he wants someone that has a very strong feminine energy. What I mean by this is that it is someone that is very patient with life, someone that is aware of their options, and is someone that is able to kind of sit back and prepare for what life has to offer. So again, someone that is very patient, someone that is very stable with this lamb energy. He wants someone that is very innocent and pure with the lamb energy again. Someone that is very balanced with themselves, with all the colors that the lamb has. That's what I'm getting, basically. With this lamb energy, he also wants someone that is very calm. And with this oyster, he wants someone that has a very strong sense of boundaries, someone that can protect themselves, and someone that with their energy, they're able to clean their environment and their surroundings. I think he wants someone that when they step into a room, people automatically feel at ease. They feel peaceful, they feel calm, I guess. And like it brings like this harmony in the environment. You know those people out there that when they walk in, with just seeing them, people all of a sudden feel like very heated up and ready to fight? he wants the opposite feeling, right? He wants a partner that doesn't do that. He wants a partner that actually just naturally makes people feel calm, relaxed, and it creates a very good vibe and a good mood. So again, with this oyster, I do feel that he also wants a partner that is not super vulnerable and open to other people. I guess he wants someone that will make him feel special in the sense that they will talk to him about their issues or problems and how they're feeling, but maybe they don't disclose that type of information to other people. I do feel like he wants someone like that. With this oyster, it makes me think of like that Cancer energy that is very selective of who they have in their inner circles, who is like family, who are their closest friends, right? So I do feel like he wants someone that has very strong boundaries in that sense. Again, someone that is able to say, these are my people. Everybody else is, I'm glad for them, I'm happy for them, but I don't have to be that close to those people, right? So someone that maybe has a really small group of friends, or maybe someone that really cares about their family, their blood family or their selected family, like whoever it is. Like, I do feel that Jaehyun wants someone that is, I guess, even very private in that sense. However, the type of person that he needs is someone that is a bit more of a go-getter and a bit more fierce, fiery, action-orientated, maybe even goal-orientated. We have the Cobra as the energy that is describing the type of person that he actually needs in his life. So with the Cobra, we have fire energy. We have this like purple that makes me think of the third eye. We have red, which is a root chakra, and orange, which is a sacral chakra. So he needs someone that is definitely grounded, someone that knows how the 3D world works, how the physical world functions. Like, he does need someone that is grounded enough. So not super spacey, not super aloof. He needs someone that definitely has their feet firmly planted on earth. With a sacral energy, he needs someone that is very passionate, very driven, someone that is constantly inspired and motivated to do more, to encounter more out of life. So someone that in a way is a bit ambitious, right? He kind of needs that. And with this Cobra energy, I do feel like he needs someone, because I'm thinking how snakes, I don't know, I have like the image of a snake that is under a rock and that's its home, and it will not bother other people unless they move that rock, right? It's like someone that like is in a way, even if they're aware of not, like getting rid of like the cover that the snake has, right? So I'm thinking with this Cobra energy that Jaehyun needs a partner that is actually someone that keeps to themselves. So yeah, maybe someone that's private. However, the moment someone like steps into their energy or in their or like oversteps a boundary of sorts, this person quickly shuts it down or quickly goes like, "You, I'm gonna stop you right there. Don't get any closer." Or someone that does have strong boundaries, but is able to kind of like fight back and speak up. So I guess it could be someone that has this lamb energy, but it's not a pushover. Let me just put it that way. He doesn't need someone that would just, take the hits and take whatever other people throw at them. No, he needs someone someone that has strong boundaries, but someone that will fight to keep those and maintain those boundaries, right? So that's kind of like the energy right there. But let's go on to the second part of this question and figure out what type of spouse will Jaehyun get. So here, like, let's get more information basically. So we know what he wants, we know what he needs, but what is he actually getting? So we have the Ten of Cups reverse, the Seven of Pentacles reverse, and the Justice card reverse. So with the Seven of Pentacles reverse, he's going to end up with someone that doesn't really have patience. So it is definitely someone that will fight for what they believe is right. Especially with the Justice card reverse. Like, I feel, because when I saw the Justice card, I felt like this is someone that could be quite the fighter, in the sense of, if they feel that something's not fair or someone has wronged somebody or a situation is not right, this person will work hard to find harmony again. And by that, I mean, like, if the environment is a bit off, this person will figure out a way to balance it out. Or if someone did something wrong to somebody else, some sort of injustice, then this person might step in to solve it, because this person doesn't tolerate it and does not like it. So with this Justice card, we have Libra energy. So this person could be someone that in partnerships really wants a partner that they see as an equal. They don't want someone that they see as beneath them, or they don't want someone that they put on a pedestal. They want someone that is an equal. So they will treat them as an equal, and they want to be treated as an equal. The Seven of Pentacles reverse again. So I mentioned that this person is not patient at all. So this is a person that they kind of work on projects and do the thing, but they don't really have the patience to see the results or the outcome. So this could be someone that usually keeps themselves busy because they don't really have the patience to see how things are going to turn out. So this is definitely a go-getter type of energy. They just go for it. They don't really stop to smell the roses or whatever, however the saying goes, right? Like this person is just constantly going after their goals and making their dreams come true. Now this 10 of Cups reverse kind of makes me think that this person is like that because they've been constantly trying to reach this happily ever after for themselves. So the 10 of Cups usually talks about, again, a happily ever after when it's upright. But with it reverse, I have a feeling that this person may be a bit disillusioned with life, or may feel like they have to earn their happiness, or that they have to work hard to make their dreams come true and achieve them. And because of that, this card being reversed kind of shows that this person is constantly chasing for happiness, or is constantly working in creating their happiness. And I guess they will not really stop to think that at this present moment they could be happy. You know, it's like instead, like they're taking actions to find happiness, but or thinking of how they can find happiness, but they have not really like just turned that chip within their head that is like, you know, I could just be happy now. Like one of the best ways to find, I guess not find, but be happy is by each day kind of just focus on the things that you can be grateful for. And then that just kind of shows you that, yeah, you could have a rough day, but there can still be something good that happened in it. And then you can learn this lesson that sadness doesn't last forever, happiness doesn't last forever. It's constant change. So there's ups and downs constantly, right? So the best way to find that harmony and be in balance is just by kind of accepting the fact that things will be constantly moving, and sometimes it can be in your favor and sometimes it can be against whatever it is that you're doing. So this Justice card reverse, I do feel like it could show that at this present moment, this person is a bit out of balance and does feel like life is not fair. So maybe this person is like, when am I going to get my happily ever after? When am I going, like, how long do I have to wait to reach this goal or reach a certain lifestyle? Like whatever they have visualized or envisioned, they haven't reached that, and because of that, this person is going through it a little bit. I do feel that right now this person doesn't really feel very happy with life. I do feel that this is like a moment in their life that they have to go through, because the Justice card is right here. So the Major Arcana usually talks about checkpoints in life, things that we have to go through to grow as a person in this lifetime. So I do feel that this is something, it's momentarily something that they're going through, which actually makes sense because Jaehyun is going through something similar in a sense of transformation. The only difference is this person is going through a transformation of reaching the type of lifestyle that they're dreaming of, and Jaehyun is going through a transformation of feeling a bit more fulfilled by having a sense of purpose in life. But let's go on to the third question and figure out what type of spouse would Jaehyun be like. We have the Prince of Cups reverse, the Sorceress upright, and a bunch of cards just fell. I'll take the top card, which is the Three of Cups. And I think I want one more, so let's take that one more card. And then we have the Ten of Swords with the Eight of Cups. Which is actually not, funnily enough, those two cards together is not bad at all. So the first card that came out is the Prince of Cups reverse and the Sorceress. So Jaehyun will be the type of spouse that the first thing I got was romantic, but he's not that creative. So maybe he's very good at creating a very romantic space, but he will not really be very good at like planning an event, let me put it that way, or planning a dinner or a date. Like he will not be that creative. So I do feel that in that case, everything he does will be something that in a way has already been done, or may feel a bit traditional, because he can't really think of any other way of doing things. Because the Prince of Cups in this deck is the Page of Cups, which usually talks about someone that is very creative, someone that has a very big imagination. So again, Jaehyun may be a bit more grounded on earth, and because of that he may not be super creative, he may not really explore that side of himself that visualizes the unknown or is trying to like go outside of this box. Seems like he's a bit more traditional in that sense. However, we have the sources right next to this, so it's upright though. So this kind of shows that even though Jaehyun is not super creative or it's not super like, oh, let me do this thing that has never been done before and people have never thought of, you know, maybe he's not super innovative. However, he's very good at manifesting things into his life and creating things and making things happen. Like he's very good at achieving his goals or whatever plans he has. He's very good at reaching them, right? He's very good at making them happen. So yeah, even though he may not seem that creative at first, he's still a very romantic person. I feel like that keeps coming through, and he's also very good at making things happen, and just he seems to just be someone that's very abundant. So even though he may be a bit more in the traditional sense and maybe he's not super innovative, he's still very good at achieving things and making things happen in his life. The Three of Cups kind of shows that he's someone that is very fun to be around. He is someone that knows how to have fun, how to enjoy life. Maybe he will be the type of spouse that is a very good friend and someone that enjoys being surrounded by his friends. This Three of Cups could show that he is a very good drinking buddy, or he's just someone that is very enjoyable to be around. Like he's very good company, let me put it that way. And here we have the Ten of Swords, which we saw previously, and the Eight of Cups upright. So this kind of shows that Jaehyun is the type of person that even when he feels overwhelmed or he feels a bit down because of his ideas and his thoughts, like if he's overthinking something, when he reaches those points, he's very good at just releasing emotions or energy or situations that put him in that tight spot. But he's not doing this out of like avoidance or out of like, I don't want to deal with this, right? He's doing this out of a sense of releasing and bringing positivity into his life. And I'm saying this because the Eight of Cups is supposed to show someone that is walking away from a situation that doesn't emotionally satisfy them, and not because it's not a good thing or because it's not a good potential. It's just like that's just not what this person wants, so they're just walking away. It's like, why will I deal with something even if it's like a good offer or a good situation? If it's not what I want, why will I deal with it? So this person walks away from that, and even though the path ahead could be rough, could be challenging, they are still aware that it's way better than what they have, right? So instead of like settling for something that is good enough, this person, you know, here this figure is walking away to actually reach a dream come true or their satisfaction, which is the Nine of Cups, right? Which is like a dream come true, emotional fulfillment, and all of those things. So I do feel that in this case, it kind of shows that Jaehyun is a type of person that is not afraid of walking away or releasing people, situations, or ideas that bring him this Ten of Swords type of energy. So the fact that he got it twice makes me think that he is someone that just constantly thinks a lot. So he is prone to or has the tendencies to reach those levels of the energy that I got is that he feels a bit like annoyance when he reaches those points. It's like, oh, I'm overthinking this thing again. Time to let it go. Time to figure out how to release this energy because, oh boy. Right? Let's go on to the next question and figure out what kind of married life would Jaehyun have. We have fire, which, I mean, I'm not surprised, but based on the person that he might end up with. He needs someone that will spice up his life, bro. Someone that would just make it more interesting. And I say that, and then the next card is New Moon in Pisces with meditate and contemplate. So the type of married life that Jaehyun will have is one that is pretty balanced. We have fire energy, so he's gonna end up with someone that is optimistic, someone that is very driven, inspired, motivated, someone that is like a go-getter, someone that's action orientated. So the type of married life that he will have is one that is filled with adventures, with action, very passionate, filled with a lot of displays of love and care, and I guess it doesn't have to be vocal. It's just like it's shown, like people can see it. But with a meditate and contemplate, he's also going to reach, I guess, it's like a balance, right? His married life will teach him how to take action and how to be motivated with life, how to see life like with this new light. But at the same time, having this balance of being able to reach depths that he has never reached before. There's like this balance of having a strong masculine and feminine energy. So the balance of just going and taking action, but at the same time having the patience to allow things to happen into their life, right? So knowing when to take control and when to let go of things, basically. And with this meditate and contemplate, I do feel that Jaehyun's married life will bring him a lot to think about, a lot to digest, the very new way of seeing things, because Pisces is a very empathetic sign. It is a sign that feels a lot as well and sees things very differently from the rest of us. And I say the rest of us because I'm not a Pisces. So is definitely a very different point of view that it may be a bit more spiritual, and I do feel that will lead him to see things very differently and will bring him both a lot of joy and a new sense of adventure, but also a sense of purpose and fulfillment that he has not felt before. So definitely more depth and happiness. Let's go on to the last question and figure out how will the public react to the news of Jaehyun getting married. We have the Empress reverse. Okay. Wait. I was gonna grab this card. No. The Knight of Pentacles reverse. Okay, well. I don't think people are gonna be that happy because the moment I saw the Empress reverse, I was like, y'all be hating. Okay, no, I'm not saying everyone is going to, but I do feel that a lot of people are going to be like, whatever this person has to offer, they're gonna be like, it can't be that great, it can't be that good, right? Because the Empress is Venus energy, so I do feel like he could end up with someone that is very beautiful. I think in the inside, because that's what this person is working on, but I do feel that in the outside as well, this person's gonna be very, very beautiful, very pretty, because the Empress is Venus energy, right? So we have also Taurus and Libra energy, which again, Libra energy came out twice. So this person could be someone that is actually very fair, very charming, maybe even very eloquent, a bit aloof, I feel, but still someone that is very grounded. Or if this is Taurus energy, then this person will be definitely strong boundaries, super confident, someone that will always look classy and elegant, and someone that does care enough about their image that people will be able to see how pretty they are. So again, Venus energy. So yeah, I do feel that this person is going to be someone that will create a lot of envy on other people. So they will see this person and be like, how great can this person be? People will also kind of like try to, I don't know why I'm getting like devalue, or people will be projecting a lot on this on this situation, let me put it that way, and be like, how great can this person be, this person is probably just this and that, when you're looking for faults in someone because there's no way they can be that perfect. I think that is just people being jelly and envious. So I do feel that's why this Empress energy is here reversed. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, I do feel that a lot of people will talk without really seeing the situation or without really analyzing it, because the Knight of Pentacles upright is Virgo energy and is usually someone that is very good at planning ahead and organizing their actions to make their dreams come true. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy because it's Pentacles, right? That is like a slow moving knight. So it's talking about change and transformation, but it is in a way that I do feel if you have a Knight of Pentacles reverse, people could be super critical. They could not really be analyzing things in a objective way. So they could be saying things without thinking, saying things without really analyzing the situation for what it is. People are just speaking before they think about it. And then with the Eight of Cups reverse, I mean, it's not reversed, but with the Eight of Cups right here, I do feel that many people will kind of like walk away pretty unhappy. This is kind of like the normal reaction that I usually expect from fans, not gonna lie. I usually expect people, I'm not saying everyone's gonna do this, but this is like the most, I guess, overwhelming energy, the most present one, the one that people are gonna be like, damn, that really happened, right? Like, so I do feel that many people would just kind of like walk away and be like, okay, he's gone, bye bye, I'm gone too. Like, I do feel that a lot of people will take this in a pretty bad way. But yeah, I'll leave this right here. I will go on to the next person, but if you guys just came here to watch Jaehyun, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. But if not, I'll see you on the next person in like a couple seconds. Bye. So guys, I have news. When I was about to put the cards away for Jaehyun's reading, I noticed, like, I looked at the back of the deck, right? Because I was going to put these cards away, which is like the reaction cards, right? And I was going to put them away. And then as soon as I saw the card on the bottom, I thought it was hilarious because it's a 10 of Cups. But if you look at it, this woman looking back, it almost felt like this person was going like, You guys can say whatever you want. You can be hating all you want. I'm the one that won. Right? I won. I'm the one with my happily ever after. And I thought it was hilarious because I've never seen this 10 of cups and thought about it that way. But it definitely makes sense with what we saw earlier with how the public will react. And it definitely makes sense with this 10 of cups here as well. Like, this person really wants their happily ever after, their fairy tale type of ending. And also with this Cobra energy, like what we got earlier on this side, it totally makes sense why this person will kind of look back and be like, and I get the last laugh type of energy, right? Like, it almost like, I know this person is not, but it almost looks like this person's like kind of like flipping them off and be like, so I just thought that was hilarious and I thought that was funny. That's why I kind of wanted to show it. So, because I showed it to my other monkey, I was like, bro, that's hilarious. And then she was like, you should probably just record that and then I'll just add it later. And I was like, okay. So here we are. Anyway, I'll pop out and actually continue. So let's go on to the next person. Hello to those people that jumped into Winwin's reading. Let's figure out, is he currently thinking about marriage? We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. We have the Eight of Wands upright. Ew. My hands are hurting. Sure. The Sun reverse, the Ten of Swords reverse, and the Magician reverse. So is he thinking about marriage? No, not at all. Apparently, we got 5 cards, and 4 of the 5 are reverse. So that's a no. He's not thinking about marriage. I don't know why so many cards popped up, but it seems like he's going through it. My hands hurt because, okay, usually when I'm recording, to make sure that the audio and the video are synced, I clap. And after clapping, I don't know how hard I did it or what happened, but like my palms are hurting from the clap. So I don't know, that might be important. But okay, so to me, it kind of makes sense why he's not thinking about marriage. He's going through it. It's tough, it's rough, bad business. So with the first card that we came up, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Right now, Winwin is in an energy where he has to focus on himself. Usually the Queen of Pentacles, when it's upright, it talks about someone that is successful in their career, someone that is financially very stable, someone that's overall just very stable, and someone that's very abundant, and therefore they're able to just give to other people, support other people, maybe financially, maybe with material things, needs, or whatever. This person's like able to give to others. However, with it in reverse, it kind of shows that right now, Winwin is in a period in his life where he just has to focus on himself. He kind of is in an energy where he has to love himself, care for himself, look out for himself. Like whatever abundance or stability that he has, right now is not a good time to give that to other people. Right now it's a good time to give that to himself. So again, look out for himself and take care of himself. So he might be in a period where he kind of needs a lot of self-love and self-care. Now with the Eight of Wands, I got so many messages that I was like, what is going on? So the first thing that I got is that he may be spreading his ideas or something along those lines, because I was thinking of like, when you have like, is it dandelions, the ones that you kind of like blow on it and like these little white thingies will like fly out into the air, and that's basically like the seeds that are being spread out so more dandelions grow. So I was thinking that maybe he is either looking for different options, or maybe he has an idea that he's trying to expand somehow. I don't usually see the Eight of Wands that way, but the imagery of this one definitely leans for that. Now the Eight of Wands usually talks about someone that has a certain goal in mind, so they are putting all of their energy and concentration into one thing, so it's very laser focused. However, with this card being shown this way, I wonder if Winwin is currently in an energy where he's trying a bunch of different things. His energy could be very scattered with his approach, but his intentions and his purpose is very laser focused. So this kind of shows that he maybe has a certain idea, a goal, or a project that he's working on, and he's very sure of like what his end goal is or what he wants to do. However, his approach is still very open, so it hasn't narrowed down to one certain path or one certain routine or action that has to be taken. He is currently doing something where his energy is still kind of spread out. So he's still kind of like doing a bunch of things at once to see what actually works to actually make his dream come true. So I don't really know what he's doing, but his energy is a little bit too spread out. Now, the other cards that came out was the Sun reverse, so I don't think he's very optimistic about the outcome or the results or like his approach on something. Like he doesn't really feel that positive about it or too optimistic. However, with the Sun, even if it's reversed, it's kind of telling him that things are gonna work out. There is still light at the end of the tunnel. There's still hope there. Something that he can feel optimistic about. Like things are going to work out. It's just that at the moment it may not seem that way. At the moment he may not even feel like things are gonna work out. Like he still feels a bit scattered somehow. And this 10 of Swords reverse kind of shows that he's not in a place that is very stressful, complicated, or bad. It's just not really going smooth sailing per se, right? Like it's rough and challenging in the sense that it still feels like it's not stable enough for him to say that things are going to work out. It's like he's stressed about it because things are not working out the way that he wants to. However, it's not super, super bad. Like it's not like things are going super bad for him. Now, the Magician reverse kind of shows exactly that. Like right now, Winwin is in a situation where he's working on something, but it's not giving him the results that he's looking for, or he feels like it's out of his control. So things are not bad enough for me to like be worried. They're just not really working out the way that he has planned them, or he feels like it doesn't matter what he does or how he works. It's not really giving him any results. So he may feel like he's just in like the grace of destiny in the heavens instead of like being like he feels like there's no path to get to that goal, or so he may feel a bit hopeless even though there is hope. It's just that it might take some time. It might take some divine timing of sorts. Who knows? Now let's go on to the next question and figure out what type of partner will Winwin want as a spouse, I guess. So he will want a dragon. However, what type of partner does he need? But what he needs is a cobra. Bro, we literally just got this card. Anyway. So, he wants a dragon. So this kind of shows that Winwin will want a partner that feels magical. Someone that maybe feels like destiny, fate. This dragon kind of shows that he wants someone that's very wise, very knowledgeable. Someone that has a very good eye. Someone that is very good at analyzing and observing their surroundings and people. Maybe someone that's very good at communicating as well. This dragon, I believe, is the third chakra. So, well, I'm saying the third one from the bottom up. So that's the solar plexus. So he wants someone that's very optimistic, someone that's very confident, someone that is maybe even very creative with their approach on life, their problem solving, their way of dealing with people. He definitely wants someone that seems very mature as well. Someone that seems very elegant and powerful. He wants someone that looks important, basically. However, what he really needs, again, I'm saying again because we literally just got this card. So he needs someone that is private, someone that's guarded, someone that is fierce, someone that fights for what they want, someone that fights for what they believe in. And with this cobra, he needs someone that people just naturally respect and look up to as well. Like, maybe someone that's a bit intimidating and scary, but definitely someone that people are like know that they can't play around with this person, or like this is someone that is serious enough that you should not be like pushing their buttons or something like that. Also with this cobra, we have the fire energy, so he needs someone that is action orientated, someone that is very driven and motivated to make their dreams come true, someone that is generally optimistic, which is, I mean, pretty similar to that solar plexus energy that I talked about in the dragon one. And again, this purple energy makes me think of the third eye, so that kind of shows that he needs someone that has a very clear idea of how the world works, maybe someone that is very good at, someone that's very intuitive, let me put it that way. So they just kind of know how things work. They just kind of understand the feeling and the vibes that people have or the environment that they're in. And it's someone that is able to trust that, like, their gut feeling. But let's figure out what type of spouse will Winwin end up getting if he were to get married. We have the Fool, so definitely someone that is like a risk taker. The 10 of Cups upright. Well, that's pretty good. a bunch of cards. The Seven of Wands. Hold up. Let me put this away. And then 3 cards came together. The Seven of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles all upright. Oh, okay. So it feels like this person is going through it, or is going through a challenging moment. So with the Fool, he's gonna end up with someone that is like, I got like a merry-go-lucky type of person. So someone that's generally pretty optimistic, someone that may seem a bit aloof or a little bit out of it. And I think they're just flowers. So this is someone that enjoys the little things in life, someone that's pretty happy, someone that's generally pretty optimistic. The Fool, I think, is Uranus energy, if I'm correct. So if that's the case, this is someone that's very innovative, someone that could be a sort of like pioneer, or someone that likes to try new things in life and just venture into the unknown, someone that is unafraid of just jumping feet first into like new adventures. This is someone that trusts that the universe has their back. This Fool energy is usually of someone that is like, again, a risk taker. So this person is not foolish in the sense of like they're reckless, going crazy into the unknown. No, this is someone that has thought about it and knows that things are gonna work out for them. Maybe not like it's assured that things are gonna work out well, but more along the lines of like this person feels prepared for the unknown, feels ready to encounter the unexpected as well. Like they trust in themselves and their skills and their knowledge. They're ready to adapt to whatever life has thrown at them. And this 10 of Cups kind of shows that this person is pretty happy with life right now. They feel like they have reached like the end of a cycle that brought them a lot of emotional fulfillment and happiness. This 10 of Cups is talking about like a happily ever after, a fairy tale type of ending. I do see the 10 of Cups as family and children. So this is someone that probably feels very stable with their family, feels very happy and satisfied. Probably someone that feels like things are working out well for them. However, I do feel this person is very optimistic because the cards that come right after kind of show that this person is going through it though. So the Seven of Wands usually talks about someone that's not giving up, someone that is fighting and going over obstacles and challenges. This is someone that may be, I guess, doing some shadow work of sorts, or like overcoming obstacles or things from the past that are coming back. Like this person's fighting to survive, fighting to overcome these challenges and difficulties and these fears that may be coming up to the surface. And I'm saying that because we have the Three of Swords right here as well. So this fears and these things that this person is fighting and going against is something that brought them a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, a lot of sadness. The Three of Swords is usually like 3 swords stabbing a heart, which is supposed to symbolize heartache, pain, sadness, something that could have happened or something from the past that needs healing, that needs time, that needs care. So I do feel that this person is fighting against some heartache and something difficult and challenging that may be getting a little bit to them in their emotions and their mind. Like they're thinking of how painful this is, thinking of how bad and sad this was. Like this person is overcoming that challenge and trying not to give up on that. And this Four of Pentacles usually talks about someone that is holding very tightly to either their finances, what they treasure. So there could be a couple of it doesn't feel that negative, even though the Four of Pentacles is a bit more on like the it's a bit negative usually, even if it's upright. It's kind of like not the greatest energy. However, with I see this here and it doesn't feel that bad, and the previous cards kind of show that it should be even worse than what it usually means. So this kind of shows that this person could feel like they're in an energy right now where they're holding very tightly to that pain because it is surfacing from something that they deeply treasure, that they deeply cared about. However, they're still fighting to overcome this pain and this sadness. They're trying to override it. It was a word that came up. However, the other thing that could be happening here is that this person was working very hard to not give up on something in their life. Then they encounter something painful and something that brought them a lot of sadness, maybe because they had to release something or they had to let go of something. And then the Four of Pentacles could be showing that because of something that happened or something that is happening to them, they're holding on even tighter and holding on very dearly to something they treasure, to the things that bring them stability. So I don't know, it doesn't feel super negative, so I don't think it was the first thing that I talked about. So I do feel that it could be leaning more towards the second thing that I mentioned, that they could have gone through something painful and something that brought them so much heartache that right now they're in a state of not wanting to let go of the things that bring them stability and happiness. Maybe not wanting to let go of their money as well, so they can be stably okay. Now let's go on to the next question and figure out what type of spouse will Winwin be like if he were to get married. We have the Four of Cups reverse. I got meditation right away, so that's important. The Four of Swords upright, definitely meditation. And the Ten of Wands upright. That is very interesting. I do feel that the type of spouse that Winwin would be like if you were to get married is someone that is actually very calm, very put together. Someone that when he's resting, or when there's not much work going on, or when he feels bored with his Four of Cups reverse, he likes to analyze and look at his life. So he's very introspective. He starts looking from within, trying to look at his life, trying to see where he's lacking and how he can balance things out to be okay and be in harmony. And this Four of Swords kind of backs that up, because the Four of Swords talks about someone that is resting, someone that is trying to find stability by calming their mind. So I do feel that there's this sense of meditation, and all of those things definitely help him for things in the future that may come, because we have the Ten of Wands, which usually talks about responsibilities and burdens, someone that's carrying a lot of things with them. However, with this image in this card, it kind of looks like the Ten of Wands represents someone that has like this very delicate balance, someone that is able to go within challenges, or someone that is pretty in tune or still has a lot of peace as they're going through this these responsibilities that could be a bit overwhelming to others, but to this person it's kind of like piece of cake. So I do feel that Winwin is a type of spouse or the type of partner that when there's a lot of things that have to be done and a lot of things that could be overwhelming to other people, to him he just kind of calms himself down to prepare for all of the projects, the job that he has to do, the responsibilities that come his way. Like, he's very good at kind of like putting himself together and prepare for battle type of thing, right? Because the Four of Swords could symbolize that, someone that is preparing for battle. So in this case, these cards kind of show that when he is in silence, when he's putting himself together, or when nothing, like at face value, nothing's really going on in his life, he's just kind of preparing for when things start to like pick up again. So he's always prepared in that sense, at least mentally and emotionally prepared. So let's see, what kind of married life will Winwin have? What will it be like? So we have Scorpio energy, so definitely intense. There is some depth here, emotions running kind of high. And we have fixed moon with hold your vision. So there's a lot of fixed energy, because Scorpio, it is a fixed sign. It is also a water sign. And with hold your vision, so I do feel that there will be a lot of challenges and obstacles that Winwin's married life will have or will encounter. Because Scorpio is also a sign that talks about transformations, because it's ruled by Pluto, which is a planet of transformations. Very drastic transformation. This Scorpio energy kind of shows that his married life will be, I guess it could be filled with bickering, but not necessarily. I do feel that Winwin and his partner could clash quite often, but I don't see like full blown on arguments or fights. It feels like it's people that have a very strong sense of how they function and how they work, as well as their goals and views. So sometimes it could clash. However, I do feel that with hold your vision, the Scorpio energy, there's actually a sense of maturity that comes through. So I do feel that Winwin and his partner do have very good communication, because they really know who they are as individuals. So they have a very good idea of how to present their case almost to each other. And it's kind of like Winwin is able to show his point of view and his partner is able to show their point of view, and because of that they're able to work things out and talk things through as well. So I do sense a very healthy dynamic. Like I do feel there's some bickering here, but it comes from a place of love and care and just having fun. It feels very lighthearted. But also there is a sense, I do feel there's a lot of like intense energy here, so I do feel that there will be loyalty that is very strong, grounded, and filled with depth. With this whole year vision, I do feel that both of them could encounter a lot of challenges together, but I think it's more like based on like the situation that they're in, circumstances, the environment. I don't really think it's because they're like fighting each other or they don't get along or whatever. I think it's more along the lines of like they bring a lot of strength to each other. I do feel that they're both very different, but there's some similarities as well. Like they're different in the sense that I do feel Winwin is a bit more serious and he will end up with someone that is a bit more lighthearted and optimistic. And this person is a risk taker. Like they're very sure of themselves, so they're not afraid of going into the unknown because they trust that they will figure it out, basically. And Winwin, on the other hand, is someone that mentally prepares himself for challenges ahead. So both of this energy kind of shows that both of them are okay with countering obstacles and problems in the future. However, Winwin is a bit more serious and calm, and he's gonna end up with someone that is again very optimistic and a bit of a fighter as well. So this person will be actively like, oh, let's go for it, let's overcome these challenges. Well, Winwin will probably be like, okay, no, we should like calm down and think about it before going head on to this challenge, right? So yeah, the type of married life that Winwin will have is one filled with a very strong foundation, very loyal, die-hard type of energy. So it's kind of like Winwin, if he were to get married, he will end up with someone that will not betray him. He will end up with someone that will go with him till the end of eternity type of thing. So super loyal, super committed, and also I guess understanding as well. Like I do feel that both of them, they might be very stubborn. Like both of them could be very stubborn. However, I do feel that just like they're stubborn on their own views, they're also going to be very stubborn to make sure that the relationship works. So in a way, it kind of works. It's like I don't think they're gonna clash too much with each other. I think they may have misunderstandings sometimes, or they may have kind of like their core values match. They definitely do. So what matters is definitely there. Like it aligns. However, there might be different approaches to how they do things, and that could be where they clash. And I do feel that that's when they will both have to talk things out and figure out like this middle ground. But with Hold Your Vision, I do feel that they may encounter a lot of challenges that will make the relationship stronger. However, again, they're both stubborn, so I do feel that it's not going to be an issue for them. If you see the bigger picture, like it's not an issue because based on their personalities, this is going to work out. However, at that moment, it will feel like a lot of pressure, a lot of issues, a lot of like, why can't things just go smoothly? Which I do feel bad for Winwin because he's already kind of like feeling that, and I don't think it's nice to think, oh, when I get married, I'm gonna continue feeling those same feelings. Like, damn, okay, that's messed up. But let's go on to the last question and figure out what will be the public's reaction to the news of Winwin getting married. Oh, the Three of Swords. Oh boy. The Ace of Pentacles reverse and the Empress reverse. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so I say it's funny, not in the sense of like it's hilarious. No, it's funny as in like it's quite interesting how you can get the same cards for different people, but the vibes and the feeling and I guess the meaning is different. Like the message is completely different. So with the Three of Swords, we already talked about what the Three of Swords is about, and you know I talked about it earlier in this card right here because it popped up right here, and I talked about it, and this is what I meant. Like this is what it looks like. It's like three swords stabbing a heart. That's what the Three of Swords usually looks like. So how will the public react? Not too happy. I do feel that a lot of people will be kind of sad, kind of broody. They're gonna be like mopping around and feeling kind of upset somehow. I don't know why people will be sad. I think it's just a natural, like, oh, the person I like, it's gone. My chance is gone. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's the reaction people have. Like, I think people are going to be quite sad when this news comes out. But at the same time, with this Ace of Pentacles reverse, I do feel that some people are going to be worried. worried for his projects, worried for his career. I do feel that maybe his career was in a transitional period, so it may be a little bit shaking, a little bit off. Like it's not super stable, grounded. Like I do feel like it might be in a transitional phase, and because of that, this Ace of Pentacles reverse kind of shows that people will be worried for his money, worried for his career, worried for his projects. Like people will feel like, oh, the timing is off, or will his projects fall through somehow? Like I don't know who Winwin could potentially end up with that people will be worried, or I don't know what situation he's in that people will be a bit afraid for him. But I do feel that the sadness that comes in could be like the initial, like, oh, my idol is getting married off. But again, with the Ace of Pentacles reverse, it kind of shows that people are just worried for his career. And with this Empress, instead of people just like feeling envy and jealousy for like whoever Winwin ends up with, there is a sense of like this Empress reverse that people are actually worried about his abundance, because the Empress came up with the Ace of Pentacles. So this is what I thought was interesting, right? Because Jaehyun literally got the Empress reverse as well. So with Winwin is more along the lines of people are just, because the Empress does talk about fertility, abundance. It talks about having like either the right environment or just the right energy to create things and make things happen, right? Again, being abundant. And also with this Venus energy, I'm getting more of like the music industry, the entertainment industry, right? Like things that bring you fun and excitement. So I do feel that the public will be worried about his career, worried about his finances, worried about the projects that maybe were coming up. And I don't know why they will be worried. I do feel that only time will tell, like based on how things work out. Either he's in a transitional period, or I don't know who he will end up with, that people fear that all of a sudden his projects are going to fall through. Like I don't really know. But yeah, this Empress reverse kind of shows that people are worried about Winwin's abundance and Winwin's ability to succeed in his career. Like this is specifically about his career. I don't think people really mind or care who he's with. I think people are just kind of worried, like where will his career end up after this news comes out. So yeah, I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely had like a huge brain fart over there with the Ten of Swords reverse, because I got interrupted, so that when I came back I was like, did I say everything I had to say? So if I repeated myself there, it's because I was trying to remember where I left off. But yeah, outside from that, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you guys liked it. It was quite interesting, and I linger forever in the married life for Winwin. So that kind of shows that there's something going on there for sure. And also I find it hilarious and interesting how Winwin had cards that were similar to Jaehyun, like the Cobra one, the Ten of Cups, the Empress reverse. Like those cards came up. However, it's a completely different vibe, completely different energy that came through. That kind of shows that sometimes you can have the same cards, but depending the cards surrounding it or the energy that comes with that card, you can have a different interpretation for it. So I think that's something very interesting. But regardless, I'll see you guys on the next one, whenever that is, however that is, in case you're leaving me here. But if not, I'll see you on the next person for this video, which is Jungwoo. So see you all in a little bit, in a couple of seconds. But let me say bye to those that are leaving me right now. See y'all later. Bye. So let's go on to the next person and figure out. We have gotten 2 no's so far. So let's see if we got a yes this time. Let's see. Is Jungwoo? Is he thinking about marriage right now? Yes or no? We have Judgment reverse. The King of Swords upright. I said the King of Swords, but it's actually the Knight of Swords. Whoops. And the Ace of Wands upright. So the answer is yes, he is thinking about marriage, or he has thought about it. But I have a feeling that even though we got a yes, it feels like yeah, he has thought about marriage, but for the future though. Like, of course, right? But I'm saying that because I thought it was the King of Swords, but it's actually the Knight of Swords. So that kind of shows that he may be waiting to grow as a person. Maybe he feels like he's not mentally prepared for marriage, or maybe he feels like there's still a lot more maturing that he has to do before he reaches a level where he will feel comfortable being married. And I think this is important because there's a transformation that he may be waiting for, or he kind of knows that there's still something that he has to develop and improve on himself before he can reach maybe the level that he desires to be prepared for marriage, or maybe there is something that he is currently working on that is taking a little bit more of his time and energy. And I'm saying that because we have the judgment card reverse. So with the judgment card reverse, it kind of feels like right now he's working on figuring out his life purpose. Now, I paused a little bit because I feel like I've talked about this with someone, but it's probably somebody else's individual reading, probably the one that came out on Friday. Um, if everything aligns perfectly time wise, then last Friday I did an individual reading, and in that one I talked about someone that is probably thinking of figuring out their life purpose, and they kind of feel like there's a message coming through. So if that came up, I do feel that with Jungwoo, one of the things that he's working on currently is figuring out what his goals are, what will emotionally satisfy him, and kind of like what is the reason that he's living for, right? Like he's looking for that idea, goal, or path that kind of tells him like this is what I'm fighting for, this is what I'm working towards, this is what I'm aspiring to become, or to the type of lifestyle that I want. Like I think he is still trying to visualize what that is and trying to find that answer. And because of that, he hasn't gone through his transformation quite yet. However, he's still planning, thinking, and analyzing, and also like visualizing what type of lifestyle he wants, and try to align that with some sort of like life purpose in order to develop and improve on his skills, I guess his ideas as well, his way of thinking, and then take action towards making that transformation and having that dream come true. So we have the Knight of Swords. So this kind of shows that he's moving very quickly. He is taking action, and he may not be thinking things thoroughly, or at least not as much as he would like. So there is a chance that he doesn't want to be reckless, especially when thinking about marriage. He doesn't want to just jump in and get married just to do what society expects of him. He prefers to take his time and be in the right mindset for marriage. And I guess he's trying to understand what being a husband will be like, trying to understand what it means to be in a commitment, what it means to actually be married. Like, I think he's trying to see the true meaning behind marriage and not just be like, oh, it's just a wedding and it's two people getting together, right? Like, I think he's trying to get rid of like the superficial part of it and actually get in a bit deeper and understand what does it really mean to be with someone. So I do feel that he's trying to bring a bit more depth to the idea of marriage, and because of that he could be thinking about it. I don't really remember if Jungwoo was a type of person that plans, but if he is, it could explain why he's thinking about marriage right now. He is probably already planning what he has to do now and how he can slowly work towards whatever goal he has. That could be like 10 years from now or 5 years from now, whatever deadline he put himself in, I guess. With this Knight of Swords, I also feel that he may have encountered a lot of information, or he may be reading a lot of things, or maybe he has seen a lot of signs about marriage, and because of that he is observing a lot of information, and therefore he could be like trying to turn all of that knowledge into wisdom by trying to apply it to himself, trying to see how in theory things work and then how it actually turns out in practice. Like, I do feel like he's trying to apply all these ideas, information, and trying to see how it actually turns out to be. And then the last card that we have right here is the Ace of Wands. So I do feel that he wants to make sure that he starts his, I guess, married life, whenever that starts, by being with someone that he's passionate about, someone that inspires him and motivates him, someone that brings a lot of positivity into his life and adds a lot more into it. He just wants someone that fills up his world with a lot of light and positivity, and he may be waiting to also be in a stable state of mind or be mature enough to not create, but make a wise decision and be able to discern who will be a good companion in his life. But let's go into the second question and figure out what type of partner does Jungwoo want as a spouse. We have the rabbit. Okay, what type of partner does Jungwoo need? We have vulture and lamb. You know what's funny? I was actually thinking about the lamb because I was like, if I take a card from here, there's no other rabbit that could pop up again. But I was like, okay, so what energy will be similar to the rabbit? And I thought of the lamb, so I'm not surprised that it popped up. And I was thinking of that because usually when I do this, like what they want versus what they need, I do try to see how different it is. So I think it's very interesting to think how off or how accurate some people are. What I mean by that is like, do their wants align with what they actually need in their life? And this is why this question is here, right? And it seems like for Jungwoo, it is quite in alignment with this rabbit and the lamb that came up. So anyway, the type of partner that he wants to be married to, we have the rabbit. So with his earth element, he wants someone that's stable, someone that's grounded, someone that is aware of the physical world around them, someone that's very attentive, very observant, and someone that is a very good listener. Also with this rabbit energy, he wants someone that very abundant and fertile. I laugh because, well, when you think of fertility, you don't really think of abundance, you just think of a bunch of babies. So maybe he wants someone that he can have kids with. Also with this rabbit, I'm thinking of the card that appears in the Spirit Animal Oracle, which with the rabbit spirit, it has something about a lucky time. So I do feel like he wants someone that he feels brings him a lot of luck, abundance, and brings a lot of beauty in his life. And when I mean beauty, I don't necessarily mean physical beauty. I just mean someone that makes him see the world in a different perspective, that just makes him feel more optimistic and happy. But let's see what he needs. Okay, so with this vulture spirit, he needs someone that is a bit broody. So that makes me think that he needs someone that is actually quite pensive, someone that thinks a lot and actually digs deep on their surroundings, tries to find like the deeper meaning behind people, behind life, ideas and thoughts. So someone that is beyond the superficial things in life, someone that is very good at discerning what's good and what's bad, someone that has very good judgment of people and situations, someone that can actually look deep within themselves and grow from past mistakes, from limiting beliefs, someone that can definitely transform and grow. And with this lamb spirit, we have the earth element again, so he still needs someone that, despite having all of that depth, is still like, this person will not be brought down by all the negativity that life has, or even if sometimes life may feel hopeless when they go into like these deep dives of wisdom and knowledge, this person still rises above that and still has an optimistic outlook. So he needs someone that, despite having this ability to think critically about things and think deeply about situations, they still have this ability to stay optimistic, to stay pure, innocent, and also have this ability to just not give up on the world. So again, there's this very strong emphasis for him that he needs someone that brings a lot of happiness in him, someone that is very youthful, I'm getting as well. And by youthful is someone that can definitely bring a lot of fun energy into his life, and someone that can bring happiness to him. I'm not saying that he's not happy right now, I'm just saying that he just wants someone that can definitely inspire this new energy in him that he may feel like he's lacking a little bit. Now let's go on to the second part of this question, which is, what type of spouse will Jungwoo end up getting? The first card is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. I have a feeling I've seen it before. The Ten of Pentacles upright, and Strength. I do have multiple cards that to me symbolize children, and the Ten of Pentacles is one of them. So again, he's gonna end up with someone that like whoever he ends up married, he's gonna have kids with this person for sure, because the Ten of Pentacles to me talks about generational money, just generations, right? So usually it shows like in the Ten of Pentacles you can see a family, like from grandparents to parents to kids. That's usually how you can see it in the Ten of Pentacles. But let's get into the details with this. So he's gonna end up with someone that is very family oriented with this Ten of Pentacles, maybe it could be someone that has a family skill. Like, yeah, it could be like money that's being passed on by the family, because Pentacles does talk about that. But this could also be like a skill that has been passed down, or a tradition that has been passed down by the family, that whoever he ends up with is going to treasure some knowledge, tradition that has been carried down by generations. Also, this person could be someone that has a family business, and because of that, I guess all the things I mentioned previously could still apply. But let's see. So the Seven of Pentacles reverse tells me that he's going to end up with someone that is not really patient. He's going to end up with someone that needs to keep busy. So this person could be a very hard worker, or this could be an individual that is constantly planning things. So, oh, you know what? It's funny. I just got a different meaning for the Seven of Pentacles as well. So with the Seven of Pentacles reverse, I'm getting, I guess, a message that I never think of for this card. So it's definitely important, which is that Jungwoo's gonna end up with someone that doesn't really have the patience to see how things are gonna end up, or the result of whatever they're working on. So what they do is that they just plan it out, and then whenever it goes out of their control, in the sense of like, I already put all the work necessary for this project to work. Now all I have to do is just wait for the right time, for the right people, or for the right situation to allow for this project to continue. Then this person just kind of lets it go and focuses on other things. So yes, this person could be impatient, or this person has things planned out in such a way that they know when to let go of a situation if they already did their part of the job, if that makes sense. So one of the examples that I'm getting is clay work. This person could have a business working with clay, or making dishes or pottery of sorts, which I find very surprising, because usually, you guys may know me, when I read for people, I kind of just focus on energies. So I tend to get mostly like the vibes that someone has, or the situation that they're in, not necessarily physical characteristics or anything physically or materially substantial. I guess I could call it that way. So in this case, I find it very surprising that I'm getting potential jobs, business, or family stuff that this person has. Things that are a bit more grounded than what I'm used to. So I'm mentioning that because that's the type of energy that this person has, very earthly energy. I'm saying that because it's important. This is the type of energy that this person has, and therefore I'm able to read it that way, because I don't read like that. Anyway, so the thing that I was going to mention, like with clay, this person could have like this skill of working on a project and then letting it dry out, and while that's drying out, working on some other projects with more clay and doing other things. And while those things are drying out, it's like, oh, this batch is already done, let me work on the next step, and so on, so on. So all I'm saying is like that this person seems to have things very well planned out and works in parts. And therefore, this person may not have patience, and the way that they work with that is by keeping themselves busy with other things. Now, with this Ten of Pentacles, I do feel that this person is someone that is very frugal. Is that how you say the word? Or someone that definitely takes care of their money. So financially, this person knows how to work with their money and knows how to expand it and grow. The other thing that we have here is the Strength card. So this is Leo energy, which tells me that this person could be someone that is either very attractive or magnetic. So a lot of people look at this person. Also with this Strength card is this person is very good at calming down problems. Those are not the words I'm looking for. But if a fight is about to start, this person is very good at stopping the fight. This person is very, with their words, with their charm, with their energy. This person is very good at just stopping a potential argument from growing and becoming physical or whatever. Like, this person is very good at making sure that no one actually throws punches, or this person is very good at solving problems without getting violent or without moving a finger even. So this person is very good with their words. I have a feeling. And with this Strength card, I'm getting a sense of this person probably has very beautiful hair. I don't know why. Probably because Leos tend to be seen that way. Yes, I do feel that this person could also be very romantic, but that seems more like a side note. So the next question is, what type of spouse will Jungwoo be like? You know, we know how he is as a boyfriend, talking about being romantic. We know how he will be as a boyfriend. We know what he's working on right now individually, but like, what type of spouse will he be? Right? What does he have to offer? Which, let's see. So, what type of spouse will he be? Someone that is very in tune with their emotions. So we have the Princess of Cups or the Knight of Cups. We have the Five of Cups reversed. And then we have the Prince of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. First of all, we have a bunch of cups. So he is going to be very intuitive, very aware, I guess very connected to his emotions and spirituality. So what I mean by that is that he has a very strong gut feeling. He just kind of understands his partner. Like whoever he ends up with, he will just kind of get them. Also, this is the energy that he will be the type of spouse that is definitely emotionally available. Like he's definitely there. He's very present. He will be definitely very romantic, very creative. He is someone that we kind of saw it earlier. Well, we didn't. We saw that he needs someone that looks into the deeper meaning of things. But based on all the cups energy that Jungwoo has, he will be the type of spouse that also looks deep within. So it explains why he needs someone like that. That's what I'm getting at. Someone that will understand the levels that he goes in trying to understand life, I guess is the best way I can put it. With this dragon, I have a feeling that he's also very knowledgeable. Like he knows a lot of things about everything. It strikes me like he will be the type of person that he's very in tune with his heart, so he will make a lot of offers. As in, like, he will take the first step. He will be initiating a lot of things. That's what I'm trying to get at. With this Five of Cups reverse, it tells me that he tries to be optimistic. He's the glass is half full type of guy. He is a person that tries to focus on the positive outputs. The positive, I was gonna say outlets now. He's someone that tries to stay positive about life and tries to focus on that a bit more. I'm not saying that he ignores when things don't work out. I'm just saying that he tries to not let baggage bring him down. With this Five of Cups, even though it's reversed, it kind of shows that he does a lot of self-reflection. So he will be, if there's ever like a fight, argument, or something that's not really working out in his relationship, he will definitely take a step back to analyze the situation and see what he did wrong to try to improve it. So I do feel that he's very intuitive. So there will be times that his partner doesn't even have to tell him what's wrong. If there's just silence, hesitation, or something that gives him a sign like, oh, I messed up, he'll try to figure out a way to fix it. And again, with his Prince of Cups, he is definitely very creative. He has a big imagination, so he definitely brings very innovative and new ideas. He probably has a way with words that makes him very romantic and unique. He definitely will be someone that will constantly express what he feels to his partner. Like he will definitely voice it and show it, and people will feel it as well. Like the people surrounding them, they will definitely feel it. Okay, next question. What will Jungwoo's married life be like? I shouldn't be surprised. So with this Cancer card right away, very homely. Again, I keep getting children. So yeah. Let me get the other card. Oh, new moon in Libra with a new romantic cycle begins. So I do feel that whenever he starts with this relationship and when it gets serious, it's going to be well balanced. So with this Cancer card, it's a family oriented card. It's someone that the type of married life that he will have is one filled with children, filled with protection. I do feel like he could also be very family orientated, and that's why both of them will have a dynamic where they both want to get married, they both want to have children, they both want to have connections with their family constantly. There is a sense of family gatherings, a sense of being at home, having like a nice domestic life. I'm not saying that he's going to live his career. All I'm saying is that he will definitely enjoy the small moments, like the small things about his marriage. So, you know, cooking together, waking up together, or just hanging out at home, like being cozy and homely. With a new romantic cycle begins with this new moon in Libra, there is a sense of strong partnership, harmony, balance, of definitely love and care. I mean, with these two cards, we have two cardinal signs, so I do feel that there is a strong feeling of two individuals that do very well for themselves, and when they come together, they are able to create this beautiful energy as a duo, as a partnership, because they both really know who they are. They know where they're coming from and what they want out of life. So they're able to work out together very well. I do feel that one of the reasons why they work out so well is because they have their core values or their goals in life match very well. So they're able to balance each other out, not only as, their shortcomings and their strengths, but also they have similar goals. So they're able to work together to achieve them. That's what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, very strong partnership, a lot of love and care, very tender and gentle love. Let me put it that way as well. So let's go on to the last question and figure out, how will the public react to the news of Jungwoo getting married? We have the devil reverse and the high priest. The high priestess. And the two of swords. So decisions. That's I think the first thing that's coming up with this two of swords. So people are going to be torn in this one. It doesn't feel too bad though. Like, it feels like with the devil reverse that people are understanding that this is his choice, and I think many will respect it. With the high priestess in the middle, it kind of feels like people just have a feeling, because we have the moon, we have Capricorn with the devil card here, but what I'm trying to get at is that with the high priestess is like, people see there's a lot of potential for the relationship to work, and I do feel that people will actually see this as a good thing, and they're gonna recognize it and acknowledge it. Again, with the devil reverse, it kind of feels like the public will not react as people usually do when this type of news comes out, which is a good sign. Some people will be torn, like with the two of swords, it's like some people will not know how to feel necessarily or what to think about it, but generally it seems like the overall the energy that people have is pretty positive. I'm not necessarily okay, I am. I'm getting that a lot of people will actually praise it. Maybe the timing is very good, or maybe the person that he's with is very good, or maybe he isn't. I guess that comes down to timing as well. Like, maybe he's in a situation in his life that he kind of already mentally prepare the people out there that he wants to get married. So when the news comes out, people are like, well, we're happy that his dream came true. We're happy that he finally found the person for him, and that he's going to be, well, we assume he's going to end up having his happily ever after. Because with the devil reverse, I feel that people are not going to be under the illusion of something. They're not going to be blinded to something. If anything, they'll be trusting with this two of swords. Like, they just trust in the timing of it. They trust in fate and destiny. Like, they trust that this is the right person for him, that things are going to work out, and that things are for the better, right? Like, I have a feeling that people just kind of have a feeling that there's nothing they have to worry about, and many will kind of lean towards that. And even though some people are like, well, there's a side of us that is a bit afraid of how things are going to turn out, or if we will ever see him, because I don't know, in the K-pop industry, many people go like, the moment they get married is the end of their career. We're never going to see them again, which is like, that's not true, right? Artists can definitely have families, get married, and still work as singers, artists, or in the entertainment industry, right? So I do feel that many of his fans or the public, when they see the news of him getting married, many are going to be able to get past that idea and just have this feeling that things are going to work out, and therefore there's a positive outlook for it, even if some people are still kind of like in the fence of how to feel about this. So there is mixed reactions here, but generally what people will say or talk about is how this is some sort of blessing or it's something good. I do feel though that one of the things that helps is who he's going to end up with, because I don't know who it will be or who it is, but that strength card kind of shows that this person is either very charming, could be very eloquent as well. So this person could have a very good way with words that people kind of just go like, there's nothing we should worry about. Like, this person knows how to have the public on their side, let me put it that way. So this person, whoever Jungwoo is going to end up with, like, also it helps that he seems to want to get married. So when this news comes out, people are going to be like, okay, his dreams came true. But he's going to end up with someone that will be very good at expressing themselves in such a way that paints them in a good light. I mean, this person seems to be a good person anyway, but the vibes that they have, the reputation that they have, and the family history that they have will be all pretty good, and therefore people are going to be like okay with it. So yeah, I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was actually a very good note to end up with. I was kind of like worried because I think the last one that I recorded, and that was yesterday, was Jaehyun's, and his was kind of rough. I was like, damn, okay, people are not reacting too nicely to this, but I could be wrong. Like I just remember that I was like, oh, we haven't really gotten some positive ones lately, but his was very positive, so I'm happy for Jungwoo. He tends to give a lot of good vibes, and I like it. Very stable and also kind of self-aware. We got those vibes. I say we because my other monkey was like, damn, very different energy for the boyfriend one. We were like, okay, like maybe he has something going on for him in the love department for sure. So anyway, I hope you guys like this reading. This video is kind of lengthy, kind of long, but it was very interesting, very entertaining. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you have a good day, night, or evening. I'm going to go on to the next video, next thing that I'm going to record. So I will leave you guys here. Love and healing from my part to you, and